It's another Pro 3v3 on a big map. It's RUI. It's Singularity, Frisky Cow, Seanxprt. I admit I enjoy doing that at the start of matches too. And in fact, in the middle of games. Sanguinius 13 and Sandwich 4. With ice contrails. Doesn't make any sense. It's an engine and it's making ice. I don't get it. Here's what I do get. The game started and there's tanks that are just sitting there. I guess Red's gonna micro them up to mid to deal with the neutrals there, while Sandwich harasses Orange and takes out one of their moneymakers. It does send Frisky Cow. Sanguinian. It sends the whole fucking team off the front lines, pulls them away from what they were doing. And he thought he could get away, but he didn't. Oh, I can't believe that I died. I only had the whole team shooting at me. Singularity goes for Orange's western outpost. Surprisingly, all of his flamers are alive. Oh, back on the other side, the same thing's happening in reverse. Frisky Cow grays out Red's shit and gets blown up. Hit the drum and get wicked. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about the game. AirMech, the one that's being played right now. By 6 of the best in the game. Sanguinius able to reclaim that western property. Red gets this, which has got to be demoralizing. Seanxprt moving in tanks. And pulls them out of the way. Just kind of lets them chill. Meanwhile, down here, Orange has it with a bunch of Seekers on it and a couple of tanks. RUI, once again, as he did in the last game, which was on Sandrum, where mid is a little bit more isolated, but we saw him making a ton of steals from the enemy team's mid. Doing largely the same thing here, stealing moneymakers, which is, as you know, a GWNM David approved play. Excuse me. Orange with shooters scrutinizing the central outpost. More shooters scrutinizing fucking this. I don't know if it's gonna be enough to counteract this tank presence and dude presence with Seanxprt. He is getting harassed pretty thoroughly by RUI. Oh, is he gonna live? He just barely makes it. Sanguinius just about finishes off the neutrals, infesting this neutral base. Gets his shooters in. No. Yes. No. Oh, that's gotta be painful. For Orange team, they had like 8 infantry dudes there, but they didn't want to go in. They do manage to get the grab, and everybody is all of a sudden all about this. Both teams completely converge on it. RUI makes with the eye laser. And yeah, we can call Red's presence cleared out. RUI moving in with shooters. Up north, it looks like Singularity, rather. Trying to wrest control of that northeast from Orange. Not really making a whole lot of headway at it. Sandwich. Once again, paying the price for harassing Red at their, or Orange at their main. Oh, accusations. Guys, aren't we better than that? Uh-oh. Jackal attacks. Aren't we better than this? And yeah, with no anti-air, not a whole lot preventing RUI from trying to snag up as many of those tanks as he can from mid. Orange moving in with zippers, but they do get EMP struck by Sandwich. The kid who has the Neo, Sandwich. Someday I'll learn who has what unit and how to keep track of that. Uh-oh. The zipper strike does work in that it neutralizes this. RUI finds a longhorn that he likes, grabs it, and just leaves it. I like it. Because it's a position to drill this thing from behind. I mean, it will die, but hey, he got his money's worth out of it. $0. Sandwich almost getting blown up by Frisky Cow, and both him and Singularity are in danger. Will he get away? Frisky does get... Oh! Nice double kill from Frisky Cow. Red is going to be pressed to regain control of this with all the troops that Orange has there. The good news for them is that they do have this, which is but a skip away from Orange's main, which has not a great deal of defense. Orange moving in with a few tanks and actually putting a pretty big dent. In fact, removing entirely Red's forces at that northern expansion. Orange guys getting dumped on by Sandwich and a Seeker. Sandwich trying to get rid of these tanks, but there are quite a few of them for a Neo to be taken down alone. Hero Neo doesn't always work quite that well. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. It took me a second. I was like, wait, is he blowing up his own money makers? And then, yeah, RUI abducted them. Did leave that Longhorn there to get some damage in. I don't know how much of this that was responsible for, but yeah, he did just let that Longhorn kind of chill and get shots in. At the end of the day, Red is down about a quarter, close to a third. And that's not so good as we see Sanguinius gearing up for a big old push. And when he does, he's going to find that Red has a little bit of D, but not a whole shitload thereof. And whoever's on Moneymaker detail on the Red team, and it looks like it's Seanxprt, not seeing fit to replace any of the ones that, okay, he is. He's seeing fit. Frisky Cow sees fit to dump a whole bunch of zippers. But they don't stop here. They go straight for main. They're gonna get shot up pretty good. Oh, and that Gaddy right there to just wipe that push completely out. Was it a diversionary push? It probably was. Did it serve its purpose? You could argue that it did, as Orange neutralizes this eastern expansion and then takes it. And now it is bad days for Red, as they are dominated and not in a sexy way. Singularity, oh. RUI's bloodlust gets the best of him. Tries to kill Singularity. And he gets the tongue from Singularity. Again, not in the sexy way, but in the you tried to kill me and you didn't way. Seanxprt addresses Frisky. You die next. Bold talk from a dude who doesn't own any possessions. But hey, Sean's a good man. When he's not issuing death threats, he's a decent kid. Rolling in with 4 bombs. Oh, how many hats was that? Come at my bro. He went down really fast for that. Okay, there are like 3 hats and a couple of seekers. At any rate, looks like Red's trying to get some possession-age back. They are at a bit of a troop deficit. Something like 3.5 to 1. And a good chunk of that, 30 units, massed up right here. Orange decides not to let Seanxprt drop any more bombs on this mass up and shove it in. Red does neutralize this, but to what end? For who? For what? Oh, did I just see what I think I saw? Maybe not. RUI in with the eye laser. And despite the best efforts of the orange team, it doesn't look like this push is gonna do what they would have liked it to. It doesn't matter that much to them. They'd still have way the hell more units. In fact, now closer to a 5 to 1 advantage. Coming in from all sides, but the tanks that Red did have here, able to put a pretty nice dent, or wipe out entirely the initial push that Orange sent. This is just cruel when people do this. They send a whole bunch of hats and placards to fucking keep you pinned to the base. It's even crueler when you lose, as Red just did.